I'm Lily O'Reilly. This is Lily O'Reilly Reviews, and today we are reviewing a toy called Rentman from Mr. Hankey's Toys. Let's get to it, huh? Okay, so today we're reviewing a toy called the Rentman from a company known as Mr. Hankey's Toys. So Mr. Hankey's does... Let's just say if you thought Bad Dragon was big, Mr. Hankey's is bigger. Mr. Hankey's makes truly monstrous toys in sizes that will delight even the most battle-hardened size queen. Most of them are way out of my league, I'm going to be honest here. But what I have today, actually, let's backtrack a second. I owe the company, Mr. Hankey's, an apology, because one of the first toy reviews I did was on their dragon in the extra small. I gave it an abysmal review because I thought it was far too rough and incredibly unpleasant. But after talking with the owner of Mr. Hankey's, it turns out that the problem was not with the design of the toy. I had purchased it in too firm of a silicone. So one of the things they did when they sent me these toys is they sent me their Rentman in two firmnesses. This one is called a 40%. It's a blend that is meant to be far softer and closer to being a little bit softer than a realistic penis. And they sent me their medium firm, which again has some squish. It's pretty close to like the 5 firmness that you'd get from Bad Dragon. I think that my dragon was closer to the medium firm, which was just too firm for a toy with that much texture. The design of the toy, however, was not at fault for the fact that I didn't like it. So that's my bad. Hopefully someday I'm going to be able to get the toy in a softer silicone and I'll re-review it then. But what I have today is 2 fucking glorious dicks. So, what I am holding here is a Rentman in small. Small. So the nifty thing about this is actually this toy was taken from a life cast from an actual person. And the small, I'm so sorry, my hair has gotten all over this dick. And the small here is life size. Life size. This thing's fucking gorgeous is what it is. So, this big ass monstrosity was the life size variant. It goes for about $135 USD on the Mr. Hankey site. And I have both of these in natural tan. They also come in deep brown, which is a realistic black skin tone, and black, as in like the color black. Cool? Cool. In terms of firmness, we have medium firm. It also comes in 75%, which is 1 firmness stronger than medium firm. I have it in 40%, which is soft, squishy, and bendable. And then you can also special order it in what's called Packer Soft, which is literally... Okay, if you don't know what a packer is a dildo that is made to be realistically soft so that it can be placed inside the pants and worn as a prosthesis for trans men, gender non-conforming individuals, basically anybody who wants a dick in their pants. Yeah. So I think it's super cool that Mr. Hankey's will let you buy their terrifying dildos in packer firmnesses. Firmnesses. Yes. They do also recommend that if you get it in the Packer Soft firmness, you have them trim off this additional 1/4 inch so that it fits a little more flush to the skin when you're wearing it. Not that I think that will do much to hide this, but you know, every little bit helps. So, Joe here is my statistically average penis comparison. He is what a statistically average adult male penis looks like. Clearly, there is some variation in penis sizes. This one definitely would be classed as an above average penis. Yep, there is that. Let's talk about size, because that's as good a segue as any. Circumference, all the way around. Actually we'll use you, you're a little firmer. Around the rim of the head is about 5.75 inches. Around the shaft, either at the middle or down by the balls, you're looking at about 6.12 inches. It's a girthy toy, but I can close my hand around it, so it's not the girthiest thing I own by any measure. If you're going to be using it in a strap-on, you want to buy a strap-on ring that is 2.5 inches diameter. Or you can do like me and you can get one of the stretchy rubber ones and just kind of make everything fit. The length. I'm really enjoying the double dicks. I'm not going to lie, it's gratifying. So, length. 9.5 inches from tip to base, plus or minus depending on the trim, because as you can tell, this one was trimmed a lot more generously than this one, which is probably because I had them put the optional vaculock attachment in the medium firmness one. So you could theoretically, with their $5 vaculock attachment, hook this thing to a fucking machine and fuck yourself with it, which is, I'm always looking for new toys that, ow! I'm a professional. That hurts. So you can always pay the additional $5 to get the vaculock attachment so that you can use it on fucking machines or other vaculock compatible devices. Yes. It features realistic skin vein textures, as due to the fact that it was cast from life. And with that said, it has one of the more realistic looking heads I think I've ever seen. It does a really good job of getting all those fine grained details, even of the frenulum and the shaft. It's got really pretty balls. Like, it did it right. They knew what they were doing. And did I mention this is a small? They offer all the way up to an XXXL. Yeah. So the small, the tip to table length is about 9.5 inches. If you go up to a medium, it's about 11 inches. If you go up to the large, extra large, it's about 13.25. And if you go all the way up to the XXXL, you are looking at 15.25 inches tip to table. Holy shit. Kind of cool though. The small, as I said, retails for 130 USD. Go up to the medium, you're adding like $18. If you go up to the large, you're adding $57. And if you go up to the XXXL, you are adding $99. I'm going to stick with my small, personally. And as far as use goes, I personally like 40% more than medium firm, for me. The 40% has enough squish that it's gentle on insertion, but it's still firm enough that I still get that feeling of fullness. I can come around it. The coronal ridge around the head in particular is a fucking delight. Like, there's something wonderful about that little pop sensation you get with a really pronounced ridge. And this toy does a great job of transmitting that feeling, replicating it. The veining wasn't aggressive. I didn't find the texture to be off-putting at all. It is textured and you can feel it, but not in a way that I found, distressing. Overall, this is a really good toy. If you're a run-of-the-mill size queen who likes big, natural dicks, you want a big-ass, realistic-looking dick for camera work, or you just like depth play, because this definitely gets up in there, I'd recommend it. Due to the big ass base, it's anal safe, it's strap-on compatible, it's silicone, so it's completely fucking body safe. You can even boil it to clean it. Like, I really like this toy. This is actually a toy that I am likely to use in my personal life on my own time. It does what I want it to do. So, yeah, no complaints. Mr. Hankey's delivered a damn fine product on this one. And, yeah, they're good dicks. So, if you approve of me waggling two dicks at you at the same time, you like my videos, you generally think what I do is cool, like, thumbs up, leave me a comment. $3 on Ko-Fi buys me coffee. But no, mostly, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad my videos help, and I appreciate you. So, till next time. Bye, guys.